Hello everyone, I am Dr. Prachi Kulkarni, fertility specialist, 49 Fertility Center. Today I am going to talk about what are the precautions that to be taken after embryo transfer procedure. So embryo transfer is the last and the most important step of an IVF cycle, where we put back the embryos which were prepared in an IVF cycle into your uterus. So most of the patients are worried about what precautions they should take, what diet they should take. So today I'm going to talk about the precautions that has to be taken after an embryo transfer procedure. So these precautions would be related to your medications, related to your diet and hydration, regarding physical activity and travel, and then it will be about your mental health. So most important thing is the medication, because you have gone through an IVF cycle where we are doing the transfer in a different cycle or a frozen embryo transfer cycle. So the body doesn't have the hormones to support your pregnancy. So the most important part is the medications, where we give you the supplements in the form of these hormones, which can be either injections or can be some oral tablets or vaginal tablets or gels. So all these medications are very important for the success of your embryo transfer. So make sure that you understand the medicines properly from the doctor. Make sure that you have bought the correct medicines and you are taking it in the right way. Also keep alarms in your mobile so that you don't miss a dose, especially of the hormonal preparations, which are mainly estrogen and progesterone hormones. These hormones, when they are given in a proper way, when the gap of the injections or the gap between the tablets is maintained, then the level of hormone is maintained very well in the body, which will help in supporting your pregnancy. Sometimes these hormones are given in the form of injections, and these injections can be quite painful. Also, they may sometimes form lumps. So, but please don't avoid taking these injections. You can apply ice pack on the injection site. Do not massage the injection site if you notice any redness or swelling or any lump which you can feel and it is tender or painful. Then please consult your doctor. Otherwise, you can consider putting ice packs or even doing hot and cold fomentation for the injection sites. Take your oral medications also on time. Make sure you are properly hydrated. Take enough water. If you don't have any other diseases like diabetes, then you can take coconut water. You can take lemon juice. Avoid taking extra sugars and salts in the diet, even in the juices. So make sure you are properly hydrated by at least taking 2 to 3 liters of water in a day. Also make sure that you have a balanced healthy diet. So balanced healthy diet will include proteins in good amount, mainly plant-based proteins. You can also have animal source protein like egg white, boiled egg white, or even chicken or fish. But make sure when you're eating non-veg, it is freshly prepared and it is of good quality so that it doesn't cause any disturbance in your bowel habits. You don't end up with loose motions where it can affect the absorption of your medicines. So have good balanced diet with good amount of proteins in your diet. Have lots of fresh fruits and vegetables in the form of salads like tomato, cucumber, capsicum. You can have bananas, other seasonal fresh fruits like figs, oranges, apples. So all these will add fiber to your diet and it will help in having a proper bowel motion so that you don't end up with constipation. Usually this progesterone hormone has a thermogenic effect, means you may feel that you might have fever. So that is a normal sensation which every woman who's taking a progesterone will feel. So in case you feel that way, you please check your temperature on the thermometer. If it is staying less than 100, then it might be related to your hormonal injection. So progesterone also has an effect on your bowel movement. It causes the intestines to relax. So it can cause little flatulence or gaseous tendency or even constipation in some ladies. So please do not worry. That is also a normal result of the progesterone hormone. But you can do the dietary modifications like having small frequent meals or adding extra fiber to the diet and keeping hydrated. Sometimes even if required, you can ask your doctor to prescribe you a laxative. So diet should be proteins, vitamins and fibers, so that you have a regular bowel motion. You may not feel too much of the gaseous distension. So this is about the diet. What else in diet? Traditionally, certain foods are considered hot, like papaya, pineapple and mango are considered hot. So we usually advise to avoid these fruits. Not that you cannot have it at all, but have it in small quantity, and there should not be any problem. But in large quantity, do not consume these fruits. Also, to avoid shellfish and crabs, prawns and mackerel. They are also considered hot, and also they can cause sometimes stomach disturbances, which will again disturb the absorption of the medicines and can cause uterine contractions also. So avoid these foods, avoid too oily, too spicy food, avoid junk foods, avoid soft drinks. Too much of caffeine is to be avoided. You can have a glass of milk, or if you don't like milk, you can have a cup of tea or coffee also in a day, but avoid excess of caffeine or having black coffee during this time and even in pregnancy. So these foods are to be avoided. Include seasonal fruits, vegetables in your diet. Include high fiber grains like oats or whole grain products in your diet. Include millets in your diet. All this will help in having a normal bowel motion, and it is also a nutritionally good quality diet. So these changes are in the diet. Then now coming to the physical activity. Usually we advise to continue your daily routine so that your uterus receives a good blood flow and it will help in implantation of the embryo. We never advise to have a complete bed rest or to be in the bed for longer time after embryo transfer, because studies have shown that the women who have taken bed rest after embryo transfer has negatively affected their success rate. So for success rate, it's good to have you continue your physical routine, which may be a daily walk of half an hour or something, but you should avoid strenuous physical activity, or you should avoid any extra physical activity which you were not doing before. Going to the offices, having a short distance journey is allowed. Make sure that you don't get jerks while you are traveling. So we advise to avoid journeys on two-wheelers or long distance journeys or journeys on the bumpy roads. Usually we also advise not to have intercourse till your beta HCG test, just to prevent infections. So these are the restrictions in the physical activity, and this is about the physical activity. But routine, if you are doing cooking in the house, or if you are doing some small works, or you are going to office, all that can be continued. If your job is in the office sitting for longer time, then we advise getting up after every 1.5 to 2 hours, stretching, have a walk around. That will help in preventing the back pain, and also it will help in the blood flow. So this is about the physical activity. Now coming to the mental health. Mental health is also very important. It's understandable that you may have expectations from your IVF cycle. You may have stress that will it be successful for me or not. But taking too much of stress can increase your cortisol levels, which are also not good for pregnancy and implantation. So make sure that you have some time of the day for relaxation. It can be some sort of meditation, or it can be pranayam, or some just simple yoga which will not increase your abdominal pressure. And it can be a simple walk while listening to music or talking to a friend, where it helps you to relax. So all these activities to reduce your mental stress will help in your implantation. So these are the things which we usually advise to our patients after an embryo transfer procedure. I hope that this was helpful, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.